say hi. Every time I'm trying to film something, Bao is always here. Hi guys, today we will be going over acrylic markers that I got from Arrtx. I'm usually using my sketchbook for everything. I'm drawing in it, I'm sketching in it, I'm writing in it, I'm painting in it. So all of this happens in my sketchbook. Today I want to try something different, and instead of painting in my sketchbook, I will be painting on a bowl. This is a bowl that I got from someone a long time ago. It was like a family friend of a friend kind of thing, so I was not close to them. I don't even remember who it was, I'm so sorry. But I decided that I want to redecorate the bowl and turn it into something new. We have lots of spray paint just from other projects, so we spray painted the bowl to set a base. I chose a yellow color just to keep it warm. I think in the beginning I wasn't really sure where I was going with this. I just knew it was going to be a warm color. Once I had that spray painted, I concepted out my idea. I feel like I shouldn't be sketching with a TWSBI Eco pen, which is this fountain pen that I'm using. I wouldn't say it's the best sketching pen, but I just love my TWSBIs so much, so I'm using them all the time for everything. I have a broad nib, and I also am in love with the color that's in the pen right now. I believe it is Sailor Byakuya. Oh my god. It's this grayish kind of purple blue color. Sometimes there's green. So I sketched out my concept, and of course I have to include two Shibas in it. I didn't know what to do with them yet other than that they are there, so I drew out a bunch of ideas just so I can get some kind of concept before I commit with the paint markers. I feel like I add a lot of sparkles usually to fill in areas, and then I use two different TWSBI colors just to differentiate and highlight different areas. I think turning the canvas around is also helpful so that you can get the big picture, and zooming out and looking at it all the time from a faraway distance is a way to get the larger composition rather than being too zoomed into the smaller details. At least that's how I think about pieces when I approach them. I knew that the subject was two Shibas, but I think details like the stars and details like smaller things that I might draw come to me later, just because I want to get the larger composition down first. I think I had a hard time trying to fit the Shibas on the bowl and how to make it pleasing, but this is the design that I chose. I usually star the ones that I gravitate towards, and then I'll move forward from there. Also, does anyone have tips for recording from the top down? I'm always struggling with my tripod. Right now I just have my tripod on top of my table. You can see the legs a little bit because I couldn't get it all the way out of the frame, but that's okay. Anyways, these are the acrylic markers that I'm using. There are 90 colors. There is a huge range from light colors, pastel, dark, skin tones. For this piece, I'm going to primarily use lighter and darker purples as well as some yellows, and I'm gonna see how vibrant they are, especially since I already made the base yellow. We'll see if the paint markers can layer on top of this bowl. The first thing I did was I started out with the rim of the bowl, making this kind of scalloped pattern. I've always been drawn to scalloped things. Growing up, I always adored the Peter Pan collar. I don't think I can pull it off though. I'm also someone who doesn't dress super femme, so the Peter Pan collar for me is really cute to look at, but I also don't see myself wearing it. It's just something that I like to draw and I like to look at. I'm trying to be more articulate with how I explain my process. I think sometimes in my head, I just go with what I naturally feel is right, especially with art, but I'm someone who likes to watch process videos from other artists, and if they explain in detail what they're doing, I really like that. Oh, these are other spreads that I did with the paint markers. They work really well on paper, and so I just want to see how they work on this bowl, being another surface that is not paper. I realized that I went straight into color onto the bowl, but I didn't really concept color yet, so I went back to my sketchbook to concept some of the colors. For me, what I'm looking for is how well do the colors look together. Here I'm using complementary colors. Yellow and purple already look good together, so I know that I want to use purple for sure, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to highlight other things with blue or even green. So this is a way for me to zoom out and look at the big picture and see if the colors look well or not together. I think it's really easy to get consumed by the details and want to add all the little details, but I try to focus on just making blobs so that I don't get too carried away with the details, which are things that I can do directly onto the bowl. I think I'm also someone who doesn't like wasting time. I'm all about efficiency. So if I can do blobs on my sketchbook and squint and just see the blobs of shapes and imagine them, how they would be on the bowl, that's good enough for me. So I tested out blues, I tested out greens. I think ultimately I just wanted to use the purples though. There are some like more magenta colors and more vibrant colors that I also went with. But yeah, ultimately it's mainly just two colors. I think part of why I'm all about efficiency is I'm very impatient. I think a lot of artists, at least from my POV, a lot of artists seem patient. They take their time with their art pieces. You know, painters, they spend like days on their paintings, especially oil painters, acrylic painters, watercolor paint, honestly any type of painter. Even digital artists that do those huge pieces that take like 30 plus hours, that's so long. For me, I think the most I spend on one piece is maybe like 6 to 8 hours. That's already a lot for me. So anything beyond that, I feel like, I don't know, I think I'm scared of what if I spend all this time on the piece and then it doesn't look good in the end. And then I wasted 10 hours. But I also know you have to trust the process. So that's something that I do want to try this year, is working on a painting that will take me more than 10 hours. In the past, I have started a lot of big paintings, but then I never finished them. I just work on them for a couple hours and then I think I don't give up necessarily. I just move on to the next thing and I end up forgetting about it because then I put it away in a closet or like in a room that I don't really go into. But this year, maybe that will change. Maybe I will actually work on big paintings for long periods of time and accept that some things just take multiple days versus one sitting. This bowl I did attempt to do in one sitting, so yeah, just an example of my impatience. I think so far the white works very well on the yellow, so these markers are quite opaque. I'm going over with the light purple just so I can see where the outlines are going to be, because I know that if I color it entirely white, I might lose some of the line art and just forget what my sketch looked like, but I'm really loose about it. Like, I think the nice thing about acrylic markers and acrylic paint in general is that you can layer on top if you mess up, so I'm not too precious about putting on the paint. I'm really loose about it, and then I can map things out and know that I'll cover it up if I make any type of mistake. Speaking of impatience, I didn't finish coloring in the Shibas with the white, and then I immediately went into the star drawing because I just wanted to mix things up. Maybe I'm just easily, I don't know, I like chasing shiny things, or it takes a lot to entertain me. I don't know, but it also doesn't take a lot to entertain me. You can take me to hang out and do chores. I'm the chore friend. I'm the down friend that's like, hey, do you want to go do chores with me? Do you want to go to the grocery stores with me? That's usually me. So I don't know. Anyways, the star is going to be white for now. And then I'm coloring in some more backgrounds with the light purple. And then as I go, I'll see and figure out if I want to highlight the star using a darker purple or some other darker color. This is where I was debating if I should use a blue or a green because I felt like purple was too easy. It's already complementary, so maybe a pop of another color would be nice. But you know, sometimes we just overthink, and it doesn't have to be that hard. It's just art. It's just us expressing ourselves. So I think I'll just go based on vibes. I knew I wanted to make the Shibas a light color, so I could have done a warm base for them. I think the bowl itself is already a warm base, but I did think about, oh, should I make it pink and then go on top of it with like another light pink? I don't know, but this is the progress so far. You can see the white layers very nicely on top of the yellow. And then, like I said, you can always layer on top. So if I wanted more white, then I could just layer some more white on top. The feeling I was getting for the star was a dark purple. I like this purple that I picked because it's very vibrant. It is leaning a little bit towards magenta, pinkish, just a tiny bit. Fun fact, that's actually my least favorite color. I think magenta is my least favorite color because it's the leaning pink for me. I like most colors, including purple, but when it starts leaning more towards reddish pink, that's when I'm like, I don't know. The dark purple that I use for the star is borderline that color. I think leaning more towards red, I'm like, I'm out. That's not my color. I realized the light purple star in the background needed a little bit more of something, so I added just some more little extra sparkles around. And then, of course, I have to add more sparkles around the Shibas, and I line it with the light purple first just so I can get a feel before I go in with a darker purple. I think adding these light purple lines is also a nice touch. It gives a bit more dynamism, actions. Coloring in the stars is very satisfying, at least with the paint markers. I'm actually someone who does not like coloring. I feel like I'm talking about a lot of things I don't like this video. I swear I like things. But yeah, generally I don't like coloring. I love line art. I love sketching and planning. But when it comes to execution, I think color is my least favorite. But maybe that's because I haven't had good experience with color or just don't know how to pick colors. Anyways, hi Calcifer. Alright, this is where I mess up terribly. I was like, oh, maybe I'll just add more sparkles and more abstract shapes around the area of the sheaves, but then I realized I don't like that. This shape that I made is giving crown, and I wanted it to be more abstract, but the human brain tries to connect and make sense of things. So my brain was like, it looks like a crown. So I tried to wipe it off, but I waited too long, so the acrylic stuck. But the nice thing is, like I said, you could just layer on top. So this yellow marker was my attempt to layer on top and cover it. And then that also meant I had to color the entire bowl because the yellow that I used to spray paint the base is slightly different from the yellow that I'm using for the marker. Yeah, so that's that. By the way, lately I feel like I've been so scatterbrained. I'm doing one thing, like for example, I was cleaning the office and then I discovered some junk journal paper, like some scrap paper that I recently rediscovered, and then I was like, oh, I should put it in a folder. So then I go looking for a folder, but then on the way to get the folder, there's like washi tape that I didn't put away, so I just thought, oh, maybe I should swatch this washi tape because I need to swatch it before I put it away, because if I put it away then I'm gonna forget about it. So then I start swatching the washi paper, and then I'm like, wait, this is not priority. I should not be swatching washi paper, I should be cleaning. But wait, there's this other thing that I need to prioritize, which is reading my emails. So then I start looking at my emails, but then I'm like, oh wait, someone sent me a message. So then I open the messages and then I start talking to that person that messaged me. And then I'm like, oh my god, I was supposed to go clean the office. Anyways, do you guys experience that? What is that called? I experience that like every single day, all the time. I'm constantly zoning out. I'm constantly jumping between multiple projects, and I also feel like this is happening super fast and I'm doing everything all at once. And from an outside point of view, it looks like I am a high performer. I finish everything, I do everything, and I'm very good with my time. But honestly, my day-to-day is a struggle. I feel like I'm constantly jumping between things, not knowing what I'm supposed to be doing, staring into space and being like, what was I supposed to do? Yeah. Anyways, my brain is like that, and I feel like sometimes when I talk in these videos, it's like that. Yeah, this is the finished bowl. I'm really happy with how it came out. I think it covered up the messed up crown really well, and I like the little running Shibas that are going around the bowl. That was an additional little touch that I was able to add because I felt like it was a little plain. I think these markers are very nice. What's also super nice about them is that you don't have to shake them, unlike other acrylic markers. So if you're someone like me who does not like shaking the markers, then this is the set to get. They layer very well. As you can see, the white came out super vibrant despite the base being yellow, so A+. And I like that I've been able to use it in my book as well. I've been really into painting with values and painting landscapes, so I'm gonna do more of that in my sketchbook using these markers. Now that I have this bowl, I don't know what to do with it though. I think maybe I could use it for fruit, but I don't know if I have to coat it with something. Even if it's just fruit, it's not like anything, I don't know, I'm like not eating directly off of the bowl, but does anyone know if I need to prime it with something, or I don't know. For now, it will sit on my desk. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. I post every Monday, 12 p.m. PST. Comment, like, subscribe. Okay, bye!